My name is Bozi, and I'm a race mechanic on the number 14 Vassar Sullivan Sealmaster Lexus RCF GT3. And today, we're going to take you to show you our mobile garage setup here in the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. IMSA racing is very special when it comes to racing in North America because of the extensive setups we have. Typically, we have tent setups in the paddock, but we're fortunate here in Indianapolis that we have a garage setup. So we took advantage of it and customized it to build out basically a mobile shop where we have everything we need for our car here, plus all the tools and all the accessories we need for things like air bottles and air jacks. So I'll bring you guys in and show you our Lexus RCF GT3 here, which is based on the production Lexus RCF. And that's the cool thing about sports car racing is these are the closest professional race cars you'll get to in North America that are close to the production cars you see on the street and drive at home. This car starts out on the same production line as the Lexus RCF that you might have at home, and it even uses the same engine. Of course, this is a race car, so that engine gets a little bit of an improvement. In here, it's a 5-liter V8 in the production car that gets bored and stroked to 5.4 liters, and it gets a lot of other advancements and changes. If we go over here, you'll see you get safety equipment and a roll cage and all these other bits and pieces. And because it's a race car, it uses lightweight materials. So one of those things is this door, which is made of carbon composite. And all of these panels over here are made of similar materials and allow the car to come in at a very, very light weight so that it can be competitive with other race cars. Now, you might see a bunch of us here working on the car. And one of the things that you'll notice is compared to series like NASCAR, we're multi-purpose. So in a series like NASCAR, you'll have a crew at the shop, a road crew working on the car, and then a specialized pit crew. Here, we do multiple things. So for example, I'm a mechanic on this car and also a tire carrier. But one other example we have here is Travis Morgan. So Travis is the car chief on the number 14 Lexus RCF GT3, but he's also the rear tire changer. So I'm gonna get Travis to give you guys a little bit of a breakdown about what happens between races when the car leaves this mobile garage and goes to the shop back in North Carolina.
Yes, so essentially when we get back to the shop, this is kind of a mobile circus. We'll get back to the shop, we'll set our shop back up and get the toolboxes out. So all the tools you see here, we work out of in the shop. And then once we get going there, we just tear the cars apart and uprates will come off, gearbox will come out, and a lot of it's just maintenance stuff. We'll be inspecting everything, making sure mileage is good for a couple more races or however long we need to run it for. And we'll clean it up and put it back together.
So with the race car, a street car uses a lot of parts for a long time, but here stuff gets mileaged out because we do endurance races, some as long as 24 hours. So how often does stuff like engines or transaxles or stuff like that get changed out?
Engines are a couple times a year. Gearboxes, we take them out regularly, almost every 2 races or so, and they'll go through them, make sure everything inside's good. And then gearbox guy will bring the gearbox back out and we put her back in.
So you're at the shop working on the car, prepping it, then you come to the track, you lead us here as far as the mechanic crew, and you go over the wall. So that's a little bit different than a lot of other series. And what does everybody else that work at the shop, does anybody stay home?
No, everybody that works in the shop, they're here on the road with us. We're full team right here.
Thank you guys for joining us here in the garage for the number 14 Lexus RCF GT3. Hopefully this gives you a little bit of a better view of what it's like to be a crew member in IMSA and what we go through when we're at the track.